Welcome in, everybody! We are hot and ready to go. I guess maybe cold and ready to go. But we are here in Battlefield map number 1, our first best of 5 of the day. We have got, on the left-hand side, the bounty hunters. On the right side, it's going to be RIP. And this is a... let's get the right terminology here. This is going to be our... what's the name for this? Upper bracket semifinal number 1. It appears that the players have voted to remove the admin-chosen first maps, so we will not have any fun today. No fun today allowed. Right, Bandit? Right. So, yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, but they voted on it, and they said they don't want it, so that is that. Battlefield will be the first map of this series. We did have a ban onto the special map, as well as Alterac Pass. We won't be seeing any Haunted Mines or Alterac Pass, Alterac being banned away by RIP, and the Haunted Mines banned away by Bounty Hunters. No tournament baseline bans. Everything is pretty, all 90 heroes available, but when heroes are picked and played, they become unavailable for future maps in the series. I believe that catches you up on everything pretty much. Let's get into it. Upper bracket semi-final matchup for Battlefield. We've got a Lucio Maev, Chromie, and Urel ban. We're going to kick things off with a Blaze. What's up, everybody? Everyone, by the way? How you doing? Forget what? What's up, Saddle? Hello, Skulfy. What's up, Lion Lad? Hello, Ninja. What's up, Yanthor? What's up, Nika? Everybody's here. Welcome in. Got some Sunday casting. Okay, so Blaze first pick, just standard stuff. We'll see if the bounty hunters are gonna bounty hunt in this series, or if they're just gonna be going for, straight up victory. Hanzo Garrosh is not a bad start. Really good race potential with the Hanzo. You've got Garrosh to just step up and punish the Blaze who wants to try and jet propulsion in, stuff like that. I'm gonna take a look here and see bounty hunters. Take a look at the bounties. Bounty hunters have done Convection, Kael'thas, and Valera. So there's a lot they can do. There's a lot bounty hunters can do. Hell, they could pick up 2 more healers. And that's triple healer comp, right? Yep. So they could literally pick up like Karazim Ariel in these 2 slots. And they could do triple healer, have Blaze in the solo, and then just literally hypercarry Vala. Honestly, if the bounty hunters want a bounty hunt, they could do triple healer for Battlefield and just let Vala Dino hypercarry. Stukov being banned away, they know. They know. They definitely know. I feel like a Karazim would have been better, but I see the reason for the Stukov, because you have the stun from Uther, you've got a jet propulsion from Blaze, Vala, Rain of Vengeance, you assume. So lurking arm underneath all of that is kind of annoying. What do we want to get ban-wise on the left side? Will they get rid of a healer, or is it going to be something in the solo lane? I'll get rid of Alarak. Okay. Alright. Target ban onto the Alarak. Not too bad right there. With the Garrosh and Hanzo, they could go Anduin and Genji, and they could get the Light Bomb combination. You got Leap of Faith. Yeah, honestly, Anduin Genji slots in pretty good. What they'll probably do is grab the healer in the solo lane and then flex the last pick. This is some draft theory for all of you. The reason they grab the healer in the solo laners, because if they want to, they can pivot on this last pick, because if they were to grab the second assassin, then they would be kind of locked in that last spot of a solo laner or a healer. So by grabbing the healer and the solo laner here, they pretty much have their comp, and they can flex the last pick. They could go into another bruiser, they could go into another healer if they wanted, they could go into another assassin. So they are not going to be going for triple healer. It is going to be a hypercarry Vala though, so we'll see how that unfolds, but that is no bounty attempt on the left-hand side for bounty hunters in map 1. This last pick, ETC Imperious. Thrall is not a bad idea to have a Sunder to push a lot of this away, because bounty hunters are going to want to play from front to back. They're literally going to run at your face. So having like a Sundering from Thrall, Li Ming works here really well as well because you have the Wave of Force, so you have more displacement. You can try and punish the advances of the enemy. And also Li Ming has a lot of really good poke potential. Juggernaut plating from Blaze can be picked up, Gloom from Vala as well. ETC only provides physical armor, I believe. No. He has a little bit of he has armor, but he also has block party. But either way, we'll see how it all works out. Let's get into the game.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Alrighty, the Twitch gamble is going. Thanks, Ash Mantle. At the top of your screen, and on the right side, we've got Rip with your Vac on Haigao is going to be playing the Garrosh Azerite on the Li Ming. Blood will be playing the Hanzo, and last but not least, you've got Sven on the Hogger.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
Over on the left-hand side of the map is going to be the Bounty Hunters. You're looking at Hazuab's Imperius, Dino Vala, Breeze ETC, Rutzu will be your Uther, and Wubby on the Blaze heading to top lane. We'll talk about level 1s here in just a second. We'll see what we have here first off in our skirmish in bottom. Maybe no skirmish whatsoever. There's going to be Impaling Light for your Imperius. You got Block for ETC, as well as Vala, Creed of the Hunter, Neuro Stimpack on the Blaze, and Wave of Light for the Uther. Hogger on the Prowl, level 1. Aetherwalker Li Ming, Groundbreaker for Garrosh, as well as Simple Geometry and Biotic Grenade Contact Healing. Blaze up in the top lane, Sven with a little staggering blow. Doesn't seem like Wubby's going to be too concerned about that, but we just want to peek our eyes up here in top lane and see how the solo lane matchup is working out. Imperius steps out of the bush with the Celestial Charge. The face melt is good. Haigao gets a little bit of healing from the Battle Thirst, or the Bloodthirst, and nicely done. No kill to be achieved, but the kill potential very high. And Garrosh, of course, having all that armor. Without that, he would have been taken down. Alright, well, Sonic Arrow going out. Let's get a bit of vision of this enemy team on the camp. Hogger working on top camp. Li Ming has come up here as well. So we'll see double camp grab from, traded camps from the two teams. Good stackage already for Hanzo, already at 12. Healing dart thrown out on the high side just to get some vision. Good sustained damage in the fort front gate. Looks like Sven wants to try and push up the Impaler camp. Wubby will activate that Neuro Stimpack and starts backing away safely. Throws down the ignited oil slick on the Impaler camp and pretty much just chilling for the time being. Bit more siege in the bottom lane. Celestial Charge lands the power slide in front of the gate. The follow-up stun from Uther, and somebody will get that last auto attack, but no one did. And once again, the Garrosh does not go down. Dino will Hearth out for full mana. Imperius anchoring in the bush just in case. Oil Dispersal, by the way, at level 4. Oil Dispersal. So are we grilling and killing later on? Obviously. Obviously, we're going to pass up Collision Course for grill and kill. So Fallen Shamans will be grabbed for top and bottom. The objective phase will be going to be coming in 5 seconds. And it looks like Bounty Hunters are in the position for race. Celestial Charge, mitigated by the Indomitable. Garrosh gets the throw over the wall, but Hazu is able to round back in, and he's just going to tap his Molten Armor. He does have the Sovereign Armor level 4. Oh, the race is going to be faster on the right-hand side. Li Ming will be going into the Charge Blast at level 4. No Triumvirate. More Scatter Poke as well. Immortal. Defended by the bounty hunters. Dino working on the left-hand side. Augur bounces in. Staggering blow. A jet propulsion misses. Azurite trying to back away, and Li Ming throws back more magic missiles into the Immortal. Dino still just racing on the left side. Celestial Charge misses. The Indomitable again. The jet propulsion from Blaze in this corridor. Azurite being pushed around by ETC Face Melt. And the race is going to be close, and I can't believe it. Even with all that harassment, the members of RIP still get the first Immortal. Big fight to break out. The Biter Grenade is massive. The Groundbreaker is huge. And they want more. Oh, I think Garrosh tried to throw Sven in. Nice magic missile combo. Finds ETC as the first Immortal will go into bottom lane with 2 kills to the side of RIP. Another Groundbreaker. 13th stack for Garrosh, getting pretty close to finishing out that level 1 questing talent. Hanzo 17 stacks, full simple geometry build at 1, 4, and 7. Here he is thrown out of position. Molten armor will expire. Still 20 armor available. Biter Grenade goes down, and Li Ming gets picked off. Haigao kind of setting up Hazuabs for the kill. Now, here is the thing, though. Li Ming going down, but so is the fort. Hanzo's done with his level 1. I mean, you lost your Li Ming, but you get the fort. The value's there. We'll have suppressive fire for your Blaze, by the way, so spell power being reduced per flame stream by 20% to a max of 40. I always ask this question, but I've never gotten an answer from chat. Can you get the minus 40 with one Twin Flame? Like, can you hit one hero with both Twin Flames, or does it not line up? I feel like you should be able to get, like, both flames to hit with one single cast, but not 100% on that one. Why is it being so weird? Oh, probably because I'm... No. Why is Twin Flame... Oh, actually, no, you should be able to. If that's the size of Twin Flame, you should be able to easily. Hey, you can have both. Thanks, Stark. Good morning, bud. Hello. We got 10 talents here coming up on both sides. We're looking at your Immortal phase number 2. And it's 2-1 in kills. 1 fort has gone down. Passive experience gain is favorable to RIP. Let's see if they can continue this trajectory. Yo, what's up, Booty? Good morning, everybody. Down in bottom lane, Sven and Wubby. Little trade in damage, but that's really about it. Immortals. I believe they're having a very similar spawn point here. ETC and friends on the high side, trying to work on this on the just below. Let's see how the race works out for RIP, as the first half is going very much in favor of bounty hunters. Yeah, Dino really working through this at this time. Heroics, though, here on the right. Dragon's Arrow, Nano Boost. We've got a Warlord's Challenge, Wave of Force, and it will be probably Shockwave for the Hogger. As I was mentioning in the draft, like, the Li Ming Wave of Force is a good pickup. Yeah, there's going to be the Shockwave. I was thinking they might go into Thrall, but the Immortal is going to be picked up by RIP. Another Immortal from RIP. I didn't think they were going to get the second half, but they barreled right through that. Heroic-wise on the left side, it's going to be your Wrath of Angiris, Mosh Pit, Rain of Vengeance, Bunker, and Divine Shield. Magic missiles being fired out. Good scatters going in. Warbreaker done by the Garrosh. The Immortal in range mode. Drops down to melee mode. Losing its shielding. We do have your camp pushing in as well behind. Celestial Charge comes through. The face melt from ETC. Wrath of Angiris. Rain of Vengeance. Garrosh is going to be displaced quite heavily. The Dragon's Arrow connects into Wubby. Haigao trying to back away. Lands one more Groundbreaker. And a Warlord's Challenge. But much like the first push from RIP, they lose one member. They take down a structure. I mean, you know, that's... Oh, that's not good. That's very bad. That's unfortunate. Okie dokie, bud. Thanks for lurking. Enjoy whatever you get up to. Bounty Hunters will be able to get a little bit of siege value in top lane. Maybe try and go for the fort here. Indomitable activated. Li Ming is going to be pressured. ETC trying to chase in. Divine Shield will be applied to somebody who jumps inside the bunker. Imperious will get the kill onto Garrosh in the top lane fort. Looks like it may be taken down. Bounty Hunters waking up a bit here in map number 1. They had a little bit of a wobbly start as Hogger bounces around but lands safely by the fort. Garrosh back up in 10 seconds. Ana is here. Bottom lane keep front gate did take a little bit of damage from this catapult that did arrive through the lane, fixating onto the structure. Next immortal phase, I was about to say, should be momentarily announced, and it is. It is going to be on the race potential sides. As you see the axes on your minimap signify the race immortal for bounty hunters. If we were to go ahead and swap vision, you can see that the axes will swap to the right side. So this is going to be race potential sides for both teams. Hogger pushing up a quick wave in top. Should be able to back away fine. He's got the corridor to bounce through if he really needs to. Not going to be the case. Imperious does push up a bit more in bottom. But here comes the race between the two teams. And we'll see who's going to be able to come out on top of this first portion.
Be warned, allies. I move to new ground.
A 4,000 immortal HP difference favoring a rip. Mortals go to the north-south positions. Both teams kind of hovering around the safety or protection of their immortal. We do have Hogger clearing up bottom. Li Ming checking the flank push really quickly. Imperious trying to get a Celestial Charge onto Hanzo. Won't land it. Magic Missiles poke onto Dino. Azurite looking for those angles. Sonic Arrow goes out for vision. Garrosh looking to step up. Wubby with an ignited oil slick in the flank. Garrosh still stepping in, wants to go for the Vala. Face melt from ETC. Indomitable will be activated. There's going to be a stun into the Garrosh. The Warlord Challenge will be activated into Imperious as well. Wubby runs the corner with the Jet Propulsion, misses the Dragon's Arrow, is humongous into 3. Sleep Dart, Biotic Grenade, a double kill, goes out to the side of Rip as the Bounty Hunters will back away. Dino getting chased over here. Hanzo may be able to pincer Dino, who gets taken down before trading into Garrosh. The Immortal will be... They're going to... Breeze and Wubby are going to try and race this, but it is going to be a third Immortal over to the side of Rip, which this will go into top lane, I think. Bottom? Top, I think. Oh, no. Bottom is more HP. I didn't think it was. Groundbreaker to try and get another CC onto Wubby. Unfortunately, unable to do it. A staggered kill would have been huge there. Hogger pushes a wave up in top. Wrath of Angiris attempted from Hazu, but Sven's got the read. Uh-oh, they're going to try and take down this Knoll, and they should be able to get the kill. Garrosh was rotating up, but the time to kill is so long without the Vala here. The entire key front gate gets taken down. The scatter gets vision. Hygo now trying to back away. Wubby will activate that Neural Stim Pack. Azurite. They have a blink available. ETC Power Slide. Garrosh is low. Nano Boost onto Li Ming, but the Divine Shield will deny the kill. Urutsu's so very low. Dragon's Arrow. Arcane Orb gets the reset. Wave of Force denies Hazu getting inside the bunker. Azurite is just popping off right now. Follow with 110 stacks, but can they end here? I don't think they're going to. Okay.
The demon has fallen, but he will rise again in time.
Wowee. Members of RIP. Lose a member here and there. Find a couple kills. 8 to 6, 16 to 15. Let's call it 17 to 15 and a half realistically. They're going to grab this camp really quick. I think it's just going to be a few camps grabbed around the map. Well, we wait for another Immortal phase. Probably around, let's say, 13, 14, 15-ish in game time. Adhesive Petroleum again. Okay. All right. I was memeing about Grill and Kill, but this is the second time this weekend that we've seen Adhesive Petroleum from different Blaze players. Interesting thermal protection. Each enemy hit with Jet Propulsion grants 10 armor for 3 seconds, reduce the cooldown by 1.25 seconds. Surprised there wasn't Juggernaut plating with the Li Ming damage, because Juggernaut plating is basically all the spell damage you take over a certain time comes back as shielding. And I feel like that'd be great into Azerite, who's a major factor in this. But armor's armor, which is nice. How long is the armor duration, by the way? 3 seconds, okay. I don't know what's going on with that bounce Fen, but just chilling apparently. Dragon's Arrow, Vala vaults to the side at the last second. No CC comes through. And I think they were like, if we land this, we go for it. If not, we go to race. And I like the call right there. Oil Slick goes into the bush, scouts out the garage. Members of RIP back away since the enemy does have 16 talents here. That imposing presence is a scary factor from the ETC, as well as your celestial swiftness. You got Benediction from Uther as well. Paler camp in top lane, thinned but pushing up fast. Sonic Arrow to the side just in case. Augur checking on the left. Hirosh steps up for a little groundbreaker, finds nothing. Sleep Dart, max range, will be able to hit Dino. There's going to be a hand of protection from Uther. Wave in top lane, still pushing up. Looks like Imperius tried to get a Celestial Charge on a Sven, who's going to quickly clear out the bottom lane wave to push that up faster. Li Ming with some magic missiles. She'll blink out. Lands inside the Oil Slick, but it's no big deal. Scatter Poke as well from Hanzo. Does have Giant Slayer level 16. Is Krankle coming later? For what? To play? Their team lost yesterday, right? So they got dropped down to the lower bracket, and lower brackets next weekend. I think, right? Or am I misremembering? Jet Propulsion. Garrosh is going to be looking to step into Wubby here. There's going to be a Warlord's Challenge. The bunker comes down from Blaze. The Celestial Charge goes in, and we do not have a Celestial Charge connection as the Dominable will be activated. Nicely done. 4,435 HP for the Immortal left. Li Ming goes in with a combo. Still stepping up here. Nano boost applied. Li Ming goes in. The Wave of Force. Wubby getting low. Azerite chases in. The Magic Missiles do connect. ETC with the Mosh Pit. Vala vaults in. Divine Shield on the cow. It's a holy cow, the old Mosh Pit combination, but Dino now caught between all the enemies. Magic missiles firing out. Augur and friends, they want to take down Dino, and they will be able to get the kill. The Immortal will be moving into the top lane. Hazuab's getting really low, and that'll be a multitude of kills to the side of RIP, as we are going to be seeing this Immortal move in through top lane. Hanzo is going, is looking for the cow, but won't be able to find them. A very old holy cow. Unfortunately, it does not turn the tide of the battle. Breeze will have a little dance party. Li Ming will join in with that dance party as well. No respect for the dance party, dude. GG, well played. The members of RIP will take map number 1 in this best of 5 series. Good to see you, Moonlight, though. Hope you're having a great day, bud. I realized it as I was saying it. RIP is the team with Krankle, isn't it? Yeah, RIP is the team with Krankle. So I'm assuming Blood is substituting. Yes, the same thing happened yesterday. Sorry, I completely flipped the teams around. My bad. Yesterday, Krankle missed the first match because, I don't know, he was sleeping or something. I don't know. Kids these days. It's 7:30 in the morning for me. I'm on the west coast of USA. So if I can be up, the kid in Netherlands can be up as well. But either way, we're going to roll out some ads. We'll pay out the gamble. We'll get ready for map number 2. But I'm assuming Blood is just subbing in until Krankle wakes up or gets online. I don't know. What's up, Mitch? You're Omega late. You're going to have to, if you're Omega late, you're going to have to do 12 push-ups or 20 squats. Get to it. What's up, Mel? How you doing, bud? Welcome in, everybody! We're heading into our second map of this series. We're going into Cursed Hollow. On the left-hand side, you're going to have the Bounty Hunters down in this best of 5 series. On the right, it's going to be Rip. And we still have the substitute of Blood. Thank you, Moonlight, for catching that and asking about it. I completely missed it. I was like, Crankle, that team got knocked down yesterday. Nope, this is the team. And once again, they have a substitute. That's okay. The tournament admins don't care. We're happy. Now, a little bit of reminder. This is the Meta Madness style of draft, so the 10 heroes that were picked and played on map number 1 are unavailable. So no Vala, no Hanzo, no ETC, no Blaze, no Hogger, none of that. No longer available for the rest of this best of 5. No tournament baseline bans, just those 10 heroes are unavailable. We do have a Dahaka ban with the Lucio as well. Bans do not carry over, so in map 2, or map 3, 4, or 5, we could see a Lucio Johanna if they're not banned away. Your wife still has back pain from her fracture surgery in 2023. I'm glad. Yeah. I'm still being very, very aware of it. Like, there's certain things I don't do. Like, I'll never go wakeboarding or like wake surfing or water skiing ever again. The whole idea of that sounds like a complete way to ruin my back again. I miss it. I would love to go wakeboarding. I love it. Never gonna do it again. As long as I can go snowboarding, I'm happy. Maev will be the last ban on the right side as we get into this. The crew of Bounty Hunters have first pick priority, meaning the map choice came out from Rip.
I will fight to my last breath.
Rhaegar will be the first pick on the left side. Never forget the time I got a police noise complaint in college dorms when they playing Scrabble. They had a huge crew and we were annoyed about the call. There was, I lived the freshman year of college, the dormitory had a bunch of lacrosse bros, and they would party all the time, and we never complained. We were at the end of the hallway as well. At the end of the year, the architecture students, we basically are done earlier than everyone else because, like, we have, like, different stuff happening with schooling and blah, blah, blah. And so I remember my roommate and I, and the guy, like, literally across the hallway was also an architecture student, so the three of us were just getting hammered freshman year. We were super loud. And all the lacrosse bros were, like, the next morning, like, you guys were so fucking loud. And we were like, oh, sorry. But they were like, look, you guys get one. Like, all year they were, like, insanely loud, and we never complained once. And then, like, we had this insanely loud night, like, basically during the finals, and everyone was like, it sucked, but, you know, you guys get one. Anyways, Rhaegar and Anubarak Sylvanas will be the start for the side of Bounty Hunters. We got yourself a Muradin Brightwing on the right side for Cursed Hollow. So a little bit of that global factor on the right. Falstad is still up. Abathur is still up as well, if they want to look into anything with that. Of course, as we mentioned, Dahaka is banned. Gonna get rid of the Hazu Vikings. Samuro is up as well. Samuro Abathur could be a thing here. Sven does have a really good Samuro in his repertoire, so we'll see if that'll be something he does consider. Or if the enemy team bans it away, it won't be considered whatsoever. And I definitely think there's a conversation. Excuse me. There's a conversation around that. It's definitely like, well, Sven could play, you know, Illusion Master Samuro and macro the hell out of that. It is going to be Falstad removal, so double global gone. Dahaka and Falstad. Brightwing is still available here. What do we want to grab here for Cursed Hollow? With the Anubarak, trying to think, like, what's a nice punitive measure. Li Ming's already been taken down. Mephisto's not. No, Mephisto actually gets cocooned and then he's out of place. So I was gonna say Mephisto's really good to, like, clear out the cocoons and stuff. But it's gonna be a really simple and straightforward composition from Rip. Muradin, Brightwing, Sonya, Greymane, and they can just flex this last pick with whatever they want. They could go with something like a Genji for more mobility. They could go into something like a Thrall if they want to kind of 1-3-1 sort of setup. Who do we have on the left, though?
Ready to roll out. Do your
Sergeant Hammer and Urel. A lot of control, really good siege. I like the draft a lot from Bounty Hunters. They have so much good stuff here. Last pick, though. I still like the idea of the Mephisto. Actually, I'm a crazy man. Chromie hasn't been banned. This should be a Chromie. Chromie into Sergeant Hammer feels great. Yeah. Yeah, we Chromie this. It slots in perfectly.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
Junkrat works as well. You have Concussion Mine, Steel Traps. You got Harassment on the Hammer. Am I crazy? Was Chromie played in map 1? No. Huh. I'm surprised she saw no priority in this draft. I'm actually really surprised by that. The Junkrat pick works out really well as well into the Sergeant Hammer with all the displacement. I just really like the Chromie artillery in this situation, slowing Sands, unraveling. But either way, let's get into it. I don't know why my mouse always says that.
Prepare yourself.
I'm usually chugging tea as we're getting into the game. On the left, or on the right side, we have the members of RIP up in this best of 5 series with your Blood Junkrat, looking at a Vac Brightwing. Sven will be your Sonya, Hygao on the Muradin, and Azerite Greymane. The left side looking to make a 1-1 score happen in this best of 5 series. We have the Bounty Hunters with a Dino Sylvanas, Breeze a Nubarak, Wubby Urel, Hazuabs will be playing the Hammer, and Rutzu on that Rhaegar.
Let the battle begin.
Alrighty. Advanced Artillery. Unfurling Shadows for Dino, huh? Interesting. Colossal Totem, Dauntless, and you've got your Carapace upgrade for Breeze here with the Nerubian armor. But you can't press the button if you get turned into a crab. First Blood over to the side of RIP as they deny the Sylvanas early siege. Meanwhile, though, in bottom lane, Junkrat with a little bit of poke damage. I really hope Junkrat goes into Concussion Mine build here. Blow him up level 1 would have been really good with that. But Concussion Mine build into the Sergeant Hammer, like the blow him up level 4, you can basically throw down a Concussion Mine and activate it on Sergeant Hammer every 6 seconds. And I know there's Siege Tactics level 4, but still, you can... That cooldown is insane. My god, the rotation from Hygao. Blood does not have a... Oh my god, 1 auto attack. Hazuabs lives with 1 auto attack amount of health. No invade over here. Wubby just a little too late. Gonna get hit with a slam from Sonya. Brightwing soaking top. Muradin gonna go check this camp. Sees the Rhaegar over here. Just harasses a little bit. Rhaegar will provide the vision. Hammer over the far side here, just playing safely. Muradin's still harassing. Anubarak coming back in. He should have a Dwarf Toss over here. Yeah, he's gonna throw the Stormbolt back and back off just fine. Wubby and Sven in top lane will be trading blows. We do have Toughest Nails for the Sonya level 1, by the way. Hyper Shift Brightwing. Extra wound timers. There's that blow. Boom pow. Really happy about that level 4 pickup for Blood right there into the Sergeant Hammer. Now, of course, Sergeant Hammer will go Siege Tactics. But the cooldown on your Neosteel plating is 16 seconds, so a lot more displacement. Sylvanas will be able to get the kill into Muradin in mid lane. Apologies, we were checking talents and stuff. It is going to be 13 stacks for her, but first kill for the side of Bounty Hunters as they push up their mid lane wave. Magic Spit for the Brightwing. Hammer and bottom is zoned a bit.
Heroes, gather tribute.
Beta Barbs from the Anubarak level 4 as Azerite looks to step up, but will not be able to find any fatal damage into the enemy. First objective, top and center of the map. Also, by the way, Eyes in the Dark for the Greymane. Muradin just catching experience in top. Sonya pressuring Hazuabs in bottom. Maybe getting those Siege Giants pushed up a bit. No level 7 yet. No hover siege. Haigai was just like, Wubby, you're gonna have to attack me. I'm not gonna cancel this. Lands the Stormbolt, but the enemy team rotating in. Rhaegar with a lunge in. Thunderclap goes down on the ground. It is gonna be Thunderburn level 4. A Reverberation, sorry. Still Concussion Mine build. You've got the Shadow Dagger level 7 for cooldown reduction. Divine Steed. You've also got your Subterranean Shield for a new Barak. Junkrat cancels the channel. The Beetle delaying him out. We do have Wubby with an Avenging Wrath in. Meanwhile, there is still Sonya versus Hazu in bottom. And Sven almost just runs down Hazu in bottom lane. Yrel is going to show in mid. Concussion Mine displaces Breeze here. Polymorph into a Squirrel. Breeze gets the Burrow Charge out. Muradin Dwarf tossing in. Concussion Mine splits Dino and Breeze, but they go in a safe direction. Wubby coming in once again from mid lane with a Righteous Hammer to delay out the objective channel. Muradin a little bit low, waiting for Trait to kick in. Is there a way to delay out Wubby? Yes, a Frag Launcher Grenade from Blood. Muradin Dwarf tosses again with the Well Tap available. Still chasing onto Wubby here. Right wing trying to get the channel. Beta Barbs will delay out further. Sven in bottom lane a little bit low. Just checking really quick. Does Sven have well available? Not for 81 seconds. Back over in the top lane. Right wing still trying to get the channel. Wubby with a flank in this rotation in, but that's going to be a lot of damage onto Azerite. The Grey Mane tries to roll away to safety, but gets taken down. And that will be objective channeled on the left-hand side. But can they get the kill into Haigai? Muradin's doing his best to maneuver out of this one. Trait kicks in for a bit more HP. Yrel, Avenging Wrath, Righteous Hammer, Thunderclap on the ground. Steed, Muradin unable to get away, and he will be taken down. Objective still delayed out by the Junkrat, by the way. I think this is going to be the end of it here. Wait, Totem. Nope, they still have a delay. Hammer in bottom lane. Forces Sven back. Dino will show here, and Sven's like, okay, Blood Force gun to the face. I need to back off. Haunting Wave activates the Black Arrow from Sylvanas as well. Still no one channeling the objective. Actually got delayed by Junkrats into the Anubarak. Hammer and Sylvanas in bottom lane will be able to take down that fort, though. What does the level 1 for Sylvanas do? Each time an enemy hero with 3 stacks of Banshee Curse is hit by a Shadow Dagger, its damage is permanently increased by 0.5%. So basically whatever number it is, half it, and that's the percent increase. So right now, 25. Breeze still delayed out. Camps to be grabbed. On the left and the right, we also have Siege Giants. Brightwing got Siege Giants for bottom. This objective is still going. Boss gets started as well. I can't understand why W build. You know, Moonlight, I've been seeing a few people actually taking this. Prismat has been taking the Unfurling Shadows level 1 as well. And I asked him about it, and he basically just said that he believes that at a certain point, he can scale it up where it gets more value than, like, the percent level 1. Might of the Banshee Queen. That's literally the logic that Prismat has told me. And I'm guessing that's the logic here as well. Or maybe Dino just wants to hear ding, 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 ding. There could be that as well. There literally are players who are like, yeah, I gotta hear that ding, dude. Like, I remember during CCL, there was Grubby asked a player one time, like, why did you go in the rhythm on Tychus at level 4, I think it was, instead of taking the bigger they are for the situation, the draft, and the player literally was like, I like the dings. That was literally his answer. And Grubby was like, oh, okay. that's that. But usually the player believes they can get, like, wicked scaling out of it. That's my understanding from the player perspective is they're always... That's what they're always believing. Stormbolt goes out from Haigai, trying to find Sylvanas there, unable to land it. Rutsu and Breeze just above in that bush with 13 talent to your advantage. They step out. No burrow. I thought that burrow charge was going to hit Muradin while he was starting the dwarf toss and would have locked him in place, but not going to be the case. Avenging Wrath channel by Wubby as well in the bush below. Sergeant Hammer continuing to just do Sergeant Hammer things. It is 4v5 in the mid lane. Sonya leaps in, the Stormbolt misses, but Rhaegar gets deleted. We have a big soothing mist from Brightwing. Cocoon onto the Murden. Riptire does hit Dino. Sergeant Hammer did boost down into this mid lane scuffle, but it's not going to be any sort of counterplay. And I believe this should be another tribute over to the side of Rip. Blunt Force Gun will get a delay onto Sven. Wubby with the flank onto Sven as well. Let's pull away our talents. I know 13's just got picked up by both sides. But 5 seconds on the Rhaegar respawn. Dino trying to flank into this. Stormbolt will be denied by that. Level 4 mind control from Dino lands into Sven, who starts spinning to win. Sven, though, will be able to back off just fine. Taps the well. Looks like Wubby will get the channel on the objective. So let's pull back our levels, or excuse me, our talents. So if you're curious, you can see what the 13s look like on both sides. Junkrat continuing with the Ripper Air. Full Concussion Mine build for him. I do wish it was blow him up level 1, but either way. Could have just had more damage value since they were constantly triggering from that level 4. Also, there's a good synergy with Boom Pow because basically the level 1 blow him up duration is 6 seconds, and with Boom Pow, if you hit an enemy hero, you have cooldown of 6 seconds. So there's a really good synergy with that. But extra round timers, it is a little bit more damage right there on that last one as well. It does seem to be the flavor. Ancestor Healing will come out. Sven getting really low, will be taken down. Aiga looking to back away here as well. Nice kill onto Sonya. Hammer floating back as well. Yeah, that's true. That's true as well, Moonlight. Dino also might believe this is a long game, so he's just going to scale. And as I said before, the players believe that they can get eventual more value than Might of the Banshee Queen. Yrel going for the channel here. Junkrat over the wall. The Blunt Force Gun will miss, or will hit, excuse me. Junkrat Concussion Mine, but Brightwing is unable to dip dive and dodge around. Will be taken down. Murden may fall here as well. The Riptire coming out. Stormbolt lands. Riptire's good. Brightwing and Rhaegar will be traded, but Azurite's so very low. Damage over time is going to be a little too much. No, it's not actually. Murden still gets taken out, and it's going to be a 1-for-2 in favor of Bounty Hunters as Breeze gets the second tribute for the team. No, they leap in with Sonya and they take down the Anubarak. Just kidding. Chilling in the bush. Yrel avenging Wrath. There's a steel trap immediately. Mind control finds the Sven. The phase shift from Brightwing comes through. Sven so very low. The concussion mine blasts Dino into Greymane, and he lunges in. The curse bolt lands on the Hazuabs. Concussion mine to try and chase in, and only one grenade hits. Welcome back. Spread volley for the Junkrat. Templar's verdict for Yrel. We're also going to be seeing Colossal Totem. Alpha Killers, Giant Slammer, Criterize. Epic Enter, Giant Killer for his Hammer's big as well. Alright, well, let's see. Is this going to be a curse in favor for the side of Rip? What is the highest stacks in a Sylvanas W you've seen? Yeah, around 250-ish. It was like a super wicked long Alterac pass map, if memory serves correct. Blood Force Gun, there's a mind control elite from Sonya. The boss is gonna leash here on the left-hand side. I heard the Ancestral go out. Junkrat maybe going for objective. No, he's gonna try and chase down Wubby in the bottom lane. Dino does get a well tap. That will be Ardent Defender activation. Yrel with the Avenging Wrath over the wall. We do currently have Anubarak jumping in as well. Meanwhile, Sven will get the channel over here, and Curse will begin. There is a boss arriving at a keep in top lane. If Rip can literally keep Bounty Hunters in this bottom lane, the boss will basically win the game, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Bounty Hunters are already on the retreat. Greymane chasing in. Wubby gets the Hearth out in time. Sonya managing mid. Bottom lane wave pushing up onto the fort, and it looks like a second boss will be grabbed here by Rip. So this boss will confirm top keep. Or will it? Or will it? Oh, it's so close. One more auto. Bottom fort did go down to the Siege Giants and minion wave. We have another boss to be grabbed. Mid lane fort pushed up on, but Sven going to play respectfully and safely. Anubrak scouted by Hagao here on the left side. Throws down the Impale. Azerite with a few autos into the Beatles there. I was just looking to see if there. That's a leap in from Sonya with the Stormbolt to follow up. Concussion Mind will force Will the Forsaken. Sylvanas is so very low. Spread volley from the Junkrat. Riptire to try and chase down Dino, but they end up just activating on Anubrak and Rhaegar. Objective cursing was about to end. Siege Giants not up for 34 more seconds, but the top lane wave will be pushed up again. And this is going to be 6-6 in kills and a level lead on the right. 132 stacks for Dino right now. Azerite gets a nice soothing miss from Brightwing. Critical miss level 7. Earth Grasp Totem slows down Sven. Just a little slam on the sidewall. And Bounty Hunters. They've managed to take down 2 forts. But 20 talents here is looming for the enemy team. Next objective will be announced probably a minute or so from now. And no curse priority. 1 out of 3, so still need to get 2 more of these tribute points for Bounty Hunters. Nicely done. Quick wave clear into the bottom from Sylvanas. We've got Yrel holding camp for top lane, mid lane being pushed up. Muradin's going to step up here and just arrive before or after the channel on those Siege Giants happens. Ignore pain. You've got your Tooth and Claw for Greymane, Rewind Muradin, extra oomph for the Junkrat, as well as your invisible friends Brightwing. Gilnean Cocktail splashes through the keep. Yrel with an Avenging Wrath charged up. Danger Ping is going to be... That's a beautiful mind control. Blunt Force Gun. Azerite so low but will not fall. Cocoon onto the Sonya. I hear a Riptire coming on in. Blasted back by... Oh, no value at all. Not even a hit onto the enemy right there. Bottom lane wave is pushed up a bit. Muradin lands the Stormbolt. Yrel Avenging Wrath in. Concussion Mind maneuvers Anubrak into the enemy. Curse Bullet will land into Breeze as well. Siege Giants and such will push up the bottom lane wave. And this is going to be another camp grabbed by Rip. Call of the Dark Lady is a big upgrade. You also have the Ultra Capacitors for Hammer, which is massive in defense. Farseer's Blessing, Seraphim, which is a completely busted talent, and Rewind Anubrak. Seraphim should be like a 20-second cooldown, because realistically, it's 8 seconds. Because it's an active cooldown, you're unstoppable for 2, so technically it's an 8-second cooldown. Stormbolt lands, just like how Call of the Dark Lady is technically 13 seconds, because you have the activation of the cooldown while it's still going out, the missile fire, as they say. 10 seconds on a boss with the top lane. Bottom lane is 1:38 away. Next objective is going to be bottom left of the map. 1 out of 3 tributes on both sides. Mind Control goes fishing, but no Greymane at the end of that hook. Burrow Charge does find Muradin. The Impale does as well. Rewind will be activated. Riptire coming up from the Junkrat. Avatar from Muradin. Blunt Force Gun almost takes down the Dwarf King, but he's able to back away. And I don't think there's going to be a kill into him. Dude, yeah. 2-second unstoppable with a 10-second cooldown, just, that feels insane. You also have Hand of Freedom, and you also have Divine Steed. Like, it's just, Yrel utility is just wild. Boss is going to be started over here. And notably, it's not Bubble Hearth. Yeah, that's true, Stark. Riptire comes out, fishing for something here. We'll activate onto the Sergeant Hammer. Muradin getting a little bit low, gets the Dwarf Toss away with the Rewind activation. Wave is already actually at core. There's actually 3 catapults. A 4th one about to arrive at core right now. Shielding is dropping. And I think that's as much as they get. Mid lane catapult helping out here. Mid lane catapult being a homie. Bottom boss up in 5. Well, boss is grabbed down over here. 161 stacks for the Sylvanas. Boss in top lane will fall just as it enters the core threshold. Tribute over here in the top right of the map. This could be 2 out of 3 on both sides. Junkrat clearing out bottom lane a little bit here just to make sure that Siege Giants and stuff push up. Yeah, I'm assuming the main priority is get rid of this boss at bottom. So they'll probably give tribute. Checks the bush with the Arcade Flare. Sven working on camp. Greymane, Murd, and Junkrat. A little bit of push up in mid. Which is Sylvanas' level 20? Call the Dark Lady. Sonya? Oh, no, that's Ignore Pain. Activate to gain 60 armor for 4 seconds, taking 60% less damage. Usable while whirlwinding. Yeah, it's basically like it's an activatable armor. There is there's the level 16 that gives you a shield based off of your health, if I remember correctly, but we don't see that ever since Giant Slammer is the way that is. Seraphim activates, denies the Stormbolt. Still the damage comes through. Tribute on the top left. Sylvanas Haunting Wave thrown in. Junkrat in bottom lane is gonna go for the keep. Is he going core? Oh, one more.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
So they're giving objectives so they can get bottom keep. That's weird. That's very weird to me. That feels like a misplay from Rip, honestly. I wonder why they're doing this.
You shall know my wrath.
So top fort is going to be taken down. Mid lane wave being worked on here. Well, let's get the vision of the enemy. Oopsies. So they see Muradin. Urel's hearthing. The team is hearth canceling. Greymane shows bottom. I'm so confused by what Rip's doing, honestly. They grab a mid lane camp. They lost their top fort. They're losing keep front gate. Urel's hearthing. Riptire goes out. Urel canceled that hearth. Mind control fishing. Riptire hits 2. 15-second cooldown currently. Top lane keep below 50%. Mid lane wave crashing onto that keep. Curse phasing ending. The keep will go down. But opposing side, this mid lane wave did get cleared out as well. I'm very confused. Like, Rip literally let the enemy team just walk into core like this. Meanwhile, Greymane's getting, like, what is going on? Urel's hearthing. She fully hearths out. Okay. Greymane's getting a mid lane keep. Urel's going to be there. Mind control goes fishing. No activation or no connection. Double hit with the Riptire there. The Ancestral Healing comes out. Cocoon. Sergeant Hammer gets deleted. Meanwhile, Urel and Greymane. No way! Wubby gets the kill! Wait. Stormbolt, Polymorph, good cleanse from Rutsu. Rewind activated by Breeze. Burrow charges to safety. Top boss just came off a cooldown. We see the assist pings. Junkrat showing in the trajectory. This is the least bad time to get cursed. Oh, really? Burrow charge onto Murd, and there will be the mind control from Sylvanas. Riptire interrupted by the Righteous Hammer of Urel. Junkrat trying to back away here. Sylvanas getting run down by Sven. The phase shift from Brightwing. The Stormbolt activation by Murd, and Sylvanas gets the juke. But Brightwing still. Leap from Sonya. Polymorph as well. Junkrat Concussion Mine to jump in as well. Sergeant Hammer has respawned, but will Rutsu be taken down? Absolutely. Wubby gets blasted aside. Dino Does not have the Haunting Wave to back away. No mana available. Gets a glow, but that's not going to be enough to save. Is this the beginning of the end? Did Rip play this absolutely miraculously? Probably. Excellent aside from Greymane dying. I bet Azurite was like, I got this, team. I got this. Sergeant Hammer, Hyper Thrusters to back away. Curse will be picked up by the Junkrat, so it's going to shut down all the minions, or put them all on 1 HP, so the waves will push in faster. Stormbolt lands onto a Nubarak. He's going to be able to burrow charge the Hall of Storms for safety. Junkrat, Concussion Mine, or Junkrat will be hit with a Cocoon as he Ripper aired in. Defense pings around Sergeant Hammer. She's able to get back inside the Hall of Storms, but this is going to be map number 2. Over to the side of Rip. GG, well played. Rip, 1 map away from sending the Bounty Hunters into the lower bracket. Well done. All right. Well, you know the dealio. We're going to go ahead and roll out a block of ads. Be sure to follow the stream if you are not already. If you have a Prime Gaming or anything available, it's much appreciated. We are pushing up to upgrade our cooking stream so we can do grilling on our cooking streams as well. So if you'd like to help us push up for that sub goal, it's much appreciated. Either way, we're going to roll out some ads, and when those ads are done, we're going to get ready for map number 3, and we'll find out, is this going to be a 3-0, or will the members of Bounty Hunters start rallying and continue and bring us back into more maps? Let's find out. Welcome back, everybody! Welcome back. We are in Towers of Doom. Map number 3, and on the left-hand side, it is going to be the members of Bounty Hunters down in this Best of 5 series. Now, this is the upper bracket. Today is 2 upper bracket semi-final matches. Let me close this hot dog photo. And so we have 2 upper bracket semi-final matches, and then the upper bracket final. So we have 3 best of 5s today. Got a lot of games, and we're still in our first best of 5. We'll see if the members of RIP on the right side can make this a 3-0, and they will move on to that upper bracket final later today. Next weekend, we'll be jumping over to the lower bracket and finishing out the tournament as well. But it is going to be a Lucio Medivh to be banned away so far. Now, this is the Meta Madness style of draft, so the 10 heroes we saw in the previous map and the 10 other heroes on map number 1, totaling to 20, are unavailable. Now, bans do not carry over, but Lucio has been basically perma-banned. Medivh, if we make it to map number 4, could be picked up if he's not banned away again. So those don't carry over, just the 20 that were played. So no Hanzo, Junkrat, stuff like that. Ana can't be even... Ana can't be picked up either. Johanna will be banned away. Towers of Doom, a really good map for Stitch's hook gank combos. Anduin is still up too, I think, right? Yeah, Anduin is still up, so you could go Anduin, Stitches, Gorge, and Leap. Medivh obviously banned away, but you can still do a Kidnap comp very easily. Falstad has not been played, so you could do the Falstad with that as well. Malfurion's available. Like, a whole Stitches comp works out really well. Chromie will be removed, though. Chromie will be removed. I even asked for no bun because it was for the pups. Well, if it's for a dog, it should be free. If it's for a dog, it's like the Mitch Hedberg joke where he goes into Subway and is like, I just need some bread. And they're like, what else do you want? He's like, it's for a duck. Anyways. Mitch Hedberg jokes. Maiev first pick, so good mobility, good poke potential as well. What do they want to start out with here on the right side? There's a Falstad Malfurion. So the Kidnap composition is possible. Dahaka, by the way, is available as well for the solo lane. He's phenomenal on this map for double soak potential, and I like that actually a lot. Honestly, either team could go Dahaka. Zool for double soak works really well. We don't see it very often, but I'm a big fan of it. Like her strike Zool build for double soaking. You also have the opportunity of like Malthael, you've got Leoric up. We know there is one player, Virgil, who really likes to play Diva. So I doubt that'll be a priority for either of these teams, but it is going to be Maev Dahaka with the Tyrael as well. Huh. Okay. Juice Pirates is a thing, but you can't technically juice Towers of Doom, so definitely not going to be a consideration there. The Tyrael makes me think it's going to be an auto attack composition. Cassia will be banned away. Honestly, like, Morales and Raynor, or like Morales and Tracer work really well. I just want to see Lieutenant Morales personally, but I think like some sort of sustained damage dealer, Tracer, Tychus, Raynor, I think those would slot in with the bounty hunters, and then they can pick up some healer with that as well. Ariel's still available, so that would actually work out too. Good Detainment Strike. You got Sacred Sweep for a little bit of poke as well. Searing Light is good. Delay around objective phasings. The range on it's decent. So yeah, like some sustained damage dealer for bounty hunters with like an Ariel would work out really well in my opinion. Right side, the Vikings were banned away. We could see there's a possibility for Samuro. I really like the idea of them doing a Stitches comp here. I still really like it. The Malfurion with Stitches is great. The Falstad slots in beautifully. I'd like to see a Kidnap comp. The Tracer variant. Okay, so I think they're just going to do like a 1-2 punch sort of thing. And they'll literally charge. They're going to taunt. They're going to root. They're going to have Pulse Bomb. And they'll delete the target. Now, I also feel like the Tracer was a denial as well. I feel like the Tracer is a little bit of a steal. You approve of the pre-draft... I approve the pre-draft bets. Love it. Oh, thank God. I was so worried. Last night, I didn't sleep a wink. I was sitting there like, God, I hope Foo Fighter approves my...
So it begins.
Anyways, Jaina Deckard will be on the left-hand side. All right, so no sustained damage. They're going to go for a burst in Jaina. She's got good poke. It actually might be Ice Lance build. We do see that on this map. With, like, range at 1, the piercing at 4. Oh, God. Last pick on the right side, though. They need a solo laner into the Dahaka, I think, right? All right, let's get into it. Bandit literally looked up at me and then just plopped his head back down. Apologize for all the stuffiness and allergies today are kicking my butt. We had a bunch of rain, so I thought it was going to wash all the pine pollen away, but yesterday I walked to the bar with my neighbor, and I think there's still so much, and it's hitting me hard today. Apologies. My eyes are on fire, and it feels like someone has punched me in the face. I love it. Right side of the map is going to be RIP. With one map to go to move into the upper bracket final later today. We got Blood substituting for Krankle on that Tracer. Sven, Leoric, Azerite, Falstad, Vac is your Malfurion, and Haigao playing Varian. Left side of the map, the Bounty Hunters, who do not want to be dropped down to the lower bracket. They want to continue on to the upper bracket final later today. We'll see if they can start rallying and get those brooms out for the reverse sweep. We got a Hazuab's Old Man Deckard Cain on his cock. We've got a Wubby Dahaka. Dino Jaina Rutsu will be playing your, I believe that's going to be, wait, Rutsu is going to be on the Maev. Oh, right. And then you got Breeze Tyrael. Rutsu's been healing for most of the series, that's why it caught me off guard for a second, but Rutsu also has a really good Maev in the repertoire, so not too surprised by that one. Spirit of Vengeance goes in, Umbral Bind to pull people around, Tracer recalls with the Parting Gift level 1, drag from Dahaka lands, and Tracer will go down first. First blood to the left-hand side of Bounty Hunters. Uh-oh, make it a double! Make it a double. The Bird Boy does go down, and Maev finds the double for the team. We have a Sapphire Deckard Cain. You've got your Ardent Restoration for Tyrael. Nice Memento. Generation Globe level 1 for Jaina with the Fingers of Frost. And Enhanced Agility Dahaka. Opposing side, Fealty into Death. You've got your Emerald Dreams. Hardened Gift, Lion's Maw, and you've got your Falstad Frequent Flyer. I think I think much like Sentinel Wisp, I feel like Emerald Dream should be baked into Malfurion's kit. Either hit a certain level and get Emerald Dream value, or like root X heroes, or have X amount of root duration, and then you can get Emerald Dreams unlocked. Because I just feel like this is always the level 1. Unless you're an ARAMs and you're trying to like make a Twitch prediction for how many roots you can get. I don't know. I feel like we could bake an Emerald Dream somehow, some way, and it could be a little bit more variety for the Malfurion players. Same thing with like Lunara level 1. I feel like Sentinel Wisp should be baked into the kit somehow. Reveal X amount of heroes, have Sentinel Wisp out for X amount of duration. I don't know. Hit a certain level. So that's my plea to Saint Dev. I feel like we can have some uniqueness with those. All right, well, the Fort Front Gate in bottom lane does go down. Bounty Hunters with a pretty decent start in that right, as they also have a bottom level lead, 5.5 to 4.5. As they're going to dive into Tyrael in the mid lane once again. Jaina Burst is decent. Spirit of Vengeance goes in. Maiev has the Umbral Bind available. Varian charges in. Has the taunt, and that's going to be another kill. On to Leoric.
You must capture them quickly.
Old man Hazuabs. How old is Hazu? He's got to be close. Like, I think Hazu and I have got to be relatively the same age. I think him and I are pretty close in age. York is working on top lane camp. Went into Ghastly Reach level 4. Deckard's going to get the mid channel. Falstad gets the right side. So it's going to be an 8-4 trade favoring Bounty Hunters.
Like all the others, I am lord of this.
All right, camp will be grabbed. No invade into that Leoric, but Maiev, Fan, and Knife resets are humongous right here, and Malfurion does go down. Rutsu's Maiev is just on point. My gosh. Feeding Frenzy to Haka. You got your Emerald for the Decker Kane. Sorry, I'm just watching Dino get run down by Blood in bottom lane. I don't know why that was so funny to me. It was just that slow, but like, yeah, Dino's probably dead. Oh, anyways, 12 regeneration gloves on the level 1 for the Jaina. We've got 11. Make it 12 for Tyrael. 3 enhanced agility stacks for the Dahaka, as well as 3,144 of the 12,000 for the Frostbite. 7 Lion's Maw for Varian. Charge into taunts, a root, a Skeletal Swing, a drain, but Wubby is fine. Health bar relatively didn't even move. Did he activate the Essence? He did activate Essence, that's why that bar didn't move. Falstad does have really good sustained damage here. The auto attack build is massive. Falstad barrel rolls, anticipating Wubby to go one direction, but Leoric has the drain, and the members of RIP find a couple kills. Or find a kill, actually. I guess the Dino died in the bottom lane, but that was a little bit ago. Boss is up. That's that global laugh right there. Looks like Hazu gets the channel once again, uninterrupted. 36 to 28 in core HP, as the 10 talent tiers are going to be coming up soon. Falstad gets some decent siege in top. Dahaka steps out of the bush, looks for the drag. Azerite side hovers it. Now Druin's mic gets thrown in. They're going to try and chase onto the Tracer. Fan of Knives. Pulse Bomb will activate their recall from Tracer. She blinks to the side. She's fine. Let's see. Entomb, Gust, Emerald. It's gonna be Tranquility as well. Decent damage onto the Varian. Oh, he's gonna go Warbringer because he just parried right there and there was no overpower. Dahaka gets taken down by Leoric and Falstad. Big stay a while and listen. Actually, it was not that big. It only connects onto one. Malfurion has the Nature's Cure to mitigate that one. The bottom 4 will fall. And Heroics here on the left side. We do have a Judgment Tyrael, by the way. Maiev Containment Disc Water Elemental, Isolation, and Stay Well and Listen. Tracer, I assume, is Sticky Bomb, but we're going to find out here in a second as it's going to roll back over. No! Oh, yes. For some reason, I misread the coloring of that. Taunt onto Rutsu here. Dahaka fishes for a drag. That's a big entomb onto 2. Varian trying to chase in. Hammering goes out. Dahaka loses all Feeding Frenzy Gambit, but still has the 70.75 second cooldown. And you still have the half a second drag duration. It's just, you no longer have a 1.5 second cooldown per auto. It's just 0.75. Malfurion going for channel here. Decker King with 1 interrupt. The root does land. Jane on the top of our screen working on a wave, but the old man, Hazuabs, is he going to get some Werther's Original? Will be heading back to the retirement home. Can't wait for the Hots retirement home. Containment Disc goes fishing but doesn't find anything. Varian charges in. Taunt is available. I'm surprised he didn't use it. Spray. Left side still hasn't been gotten. Or right side hasn't been gotten. Looks like Falstad will go for that. It's going to be a... oh, Leoric has a delay. Okay. Are they really not going to go for left side? Wow. I guess they just want to reclaim... Okay. 5-3 in the shot trading. 33-23. It's a 10-point game favoring Bounty Hunters, who look to invade this camp with Tyrael. No, they're just going to harass with Tyrael. He's going to throw the Eldrune Smite back and back off. Judgment onto the Varian. Root goes down in a beautiful spot. Herodric Cube combo as well. Tyrael Pulse Bombed. Will he get any cooldown reduction? 26, 25, 22. So you got about 3 seconds there. Charge from Varian, but no taunt available. Sapper goes into the structure. Water Elemental will be cleared away. 3 Sappers pushing up into the bottom lane as well. Another charge from Varian. Scroll of Ceiling thrown out. Tracer sustained damage is decent here. All right, so they'll slowly get back the bottom lane fort. Oh no, Entomb onto Dino, but where the team's Ancient Blessings does come through. The Sail on Listen is going to zone. The Scroll Ceiling does land. The Orc had the Wraithwalk active. That's going to be Tranquility from Malfurion. Hit with a Containment Disc, but the Pulse Bomb lands onto Jaina. Falstad gets the bottom lane fort. He's going to fly into the engagement to see if a Gust. He will be able to get right next to Wubby, who activates Essence. Is there Gust? No. Okay, I thought they were going to maybe Gust into this wall over here, but not going to be the case. Center objective going to be coming up. 4-4 in potential shots. Azerite barreling in, looking for more sustained damage. Unable to find it. 5 seconds on a Jaina. Tracer goes and picks up Soakin bottom lane. Should be 4 shots on the left side. Should be a 29-23 game. We'll see if that's going to be the case, though.
Put an end to the Gravekeeper.
Will it be a 6-point game? Tyrael jumping in. Hygo is maybe in this bush, so that's going to be a really good disengage right there. Jano is going to maybe be caught on the low side of the screen. Falstad does go down to the Tyrael, and it is... Oh! Dino gets the shot, and that'll be shots. Oh, wait. No. They don't go for the objective channel. They want more. Or do they? No, Hazu's going for it. Okay. Well, it's now a 14-point game. It was 10, now it's 14-point game. And things seem to be slipping away from Rip. 33-19, but it's Towers of Doom. It's anyone's game. We'll see how it all unfolds. Because 16's coming through, and 16 is big for both. Jaina grabbing right side camp. Maiev doing the left side with Memento as well. Top left bell tower does get picked up by the crew of Rip. Bounty Hunters do control the bottom, and it looks like that's Tracer Falstad already working on this. Sappers will be cleared away as well, but that's still experience coming in to the side of Bounty Hunters. Spirit of Vengeance goes in. Fan of Knives gets resets. Containment Disc thrown out. Won't be able to connect. Next objective phase will be triple top left and right and bottom of the map. Water Elemental, good damage onto the Tracer. Ice Block from Jaina was finished out. The Frostbite, Malfurion, Tranquility, Stay Well and Listen from The Decker Kane isolation goes out into, I believe, this Varian who's just getting judgmented, rooted, isolated, fan of knife. No counter kill to be had at this time. And it looks like Rip will lose another engagement and another few people. Bounty Hunters have woken up as 2 sappers make it over the wall.
The altars rise.
Well, I think actually 3 sappers made it over because I want to say it was 19 to 33. And I believe all 3 did make it over. So that is a good momentum shift to Bounty Hunters. 12 shots could be going in. Boss is GG, isn't it? 3 altars plus boss is GG. Unless my math is wrong, but we always know my math is perfectly correct here. The center teleport has opened up since we're just around 12 minutes. Bottom and right side do go in. Left side and boss are available.
The time is now, heroes.
Aldruin's might thrown in. Hazi going for the channel will not be interrupted. It is a boss or a single objective to win. I think we're going to be heading into another map in this series, chat.
The altar is ours.
If Rip come back here 4 to 33, that'll be a historical comeback on this map, in my opinion. I've seen some comebacks here, but not this far apart. We'll see. We'll see. 16s on both sides. Varian chilling in the bush, waiting to see if the enemy will start boss. Mayab checks with some fan of knives. Varian charges in. No taunt activation. Will be into the Dahaka. He burrows to the side. Entomb found by Lior. Containment disc into him. And I think we'll just see a... oh, wait, drag. Oh, good Wraithwalk, actually, immediately from Lior. But he's going to get pulled back in with the Umbral Bind. The root from Malfurion goes down. The root from Decker Kane. And the Ancient Blessings. Lior falls. Okay. No grab onto the boss because, well, Falstad. Gust is... they don't want to give over boss because of Gust. Now, here's the thing. Double altar plus boss. You can't watch everything. You can't defend everything. What is going to be the play from Rip? Five seconds on Leorc. Maybe less if he's got a Drain active. Dahaka not showing in top lane. Wraithwalk into this. He's going to brush stalk into the objective area. Tracer going for channel here. Interrupted by Deckard Kane. Entomb will find 2. No one on the lower channel. This is going to be a nice big fight to break out. Tranquility from Malfurion. There will also be a lower side fight onto Varian. He goes in for the charge onto Dino. Is not going to be able to get a kill into the Jaina because the water elemental damage is just so very good here. And it looks like Leorc may fall as well. Azerite split from the team. Leorc will fall indeed. And I believe this is the beginning of the end. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading into a map number 4. You love to see it. The Bounty Hunters get the brooms out, and we'll see if they can start the reverse sweep. GG, well played. All right, not too bad. Let's go ahead and get ready for map 3. We'll pay out the gamble. 15 minutes on the dot, apparently. Nicely done from Bounty Hunters. Wouldn't say a speed run, but definitely a fast map there. Did a really good job. Just constant control, early game. Literally from early game onward, they were just nonstop winning team fights, invading, playing aggressive. They lost a couple things here and there, but overall, the momentum, the trajectory was all in their favor. And they will take map number 3. So we're going to head into some ads. Be sure to subscribe. We are 15 subs away from our sub goal if you'd like to help us up, push up for that. Otherwise, I'll see you after the ads. Welcome back, everybody! We are here into map number 3. We're going to be going into Dragonshire. On the left-hand side will be the Bounty Hunters, who have just found their first win in this map, in this series. We have 3 best-of-5s today. We're in our first of those best-of-5s, and we'll see if the reverse sweep can happen. As a reminder, this is the Meta Madness style of draft, so the 30 heroes that have been picked and played are unavailable for the rest of the series. Bans do not carry over, but we do have a sustained ban on Lucio every single game. We'll see if that changes if we get into a map 5, but right now, the Bounty Hunters, they're going to try and make a best of 5 go the distance. As a reminder, we're in the upper bracket today, and this is semifinal matchups. So we'll have this best of 5 semifinal, another best of 5 semifinal, and then the winner of this and that will be going into the upper bracket best of 5 upper bracket finals. Sorry, I feel like my phrasing is all over the place on that one. But either way, so we still have a lot of great games ahead of us. We still have, in theory, we can get 15 games today. We're on the pace for that, with this series potentially being a reverse sweep. We'll see if Bounty Hunters can do it. I was messaging Hazuabs after the game. I said, really good Decker Kane play. He's like, thank you. Honestly, it was all the Maiev, and I was like, yeah, that's true. That was Rutsu's Maiev last game was absolutely insane. But the benefit for the side of Rip is they will never see that again because Meta Madness style of draft. We won't be able to see Maiev until our next best of 5 or the upper bracket final. Johanna will be banned away with the Lucio, a pretty consistent ban coming out from Bounty Hunters. Rip will get rid of Medivh and what? They did Chromie last time, so this is exact same bans as last map. I'm so glad they left it at 3 movies and didn't try and cash in by making more. Can you imagine? That would have been awful. Man, it would have been so bad if they made a 4th and 5th Indiana Jones movie.
I hear the call of the wild.
First pick Rexar for Dragonshire. I like it. Now, there is some tech that we have seen in the past where Kira, sorry, my brain kept wanting to go to Diva. Kira is actually considered a counter into Rexar on this map, or even on Brax's Holdout. So we'll see if there's going to be a consideration for a Kira. Oh, but the first 2 picks on the right, Zagara Stitches. Zagara could be in the solo lane. That is the right skin model, but the wrong coloring. But you know what? I appreciate you, Blood. You're most of the way there. I'll give you a C on that one. Stitches to be grabbed as well. Tyranda's still available, so you could see like Tyrande with the Stitches. Hell, you could go Stitches, Tyrande, and Kael'thas. You could have a Gravity Lapse to follow up the hook, or the Lunar Flare as well. I like the Arthas because basically he gets hooked in. He has his trait active, and he can reduce the speed of reduce the speed and attack speed. Does Arthas's frozen, does his E baseline affect summonables? Does anyone in chat know? Or is it only heroic based? I honestly don't remember. Because the Arthas is actually like 200 IQ into the Zagara if that's the case. Slowing the attack speed of the summonables is really, really smart with that E. I just don't remember if it affects summons. Temple is the bad middle child symptom of the movies. Like most trilogy, but the second movie is not bad. It's just not. Yeah. Temple of Doom, it's not a bad movie by any means. It's the weakest of the 3 if you're comparing them together. I heard the new Indiana Jones game is really good. Yeah. You get to punch Nazis, no joke, no notes. Arthas E only affects the Arthas. Arthas's wait, what? Orphea Ariel. Okay. Oh, you don't know. Okay. I didn't see the follow-up message. I was like, Arthas's E only. Wait, what? I'm glad they haven't decided to reboot Indiana Jones without Ford. That'd be crazy. I feel like they should just let it lie. They, like, Temple of Doom, not Temple of Doom. The 4th one wasn't good, and the 5th one was, I didn't even see it. I heard it was just awful, so I didn't even check it out. I hope they just let it lie. Like, let it be what it was. Movement speed slow affects all enemies. Attack speed only to heroes. Okay. Arthas E makes you sad because you're playing Arthas.
I hear and obey.
All right, we got a Samuro to round this out. I really didn't know what we were going to be getting here. The Gul'dan and the Alarak are really exciting, though. Lot of control. You've got charge from Misha. Arthas is slow AoE. You've got the Frost, the Howling Blast as well. Stukov, maybe Virulent Reaction. Horrify Gul'dan. Alarak with Telekinesis. I think this is a pretty good game for Bounty Hunters. We'll see what they end up doing. I think Bounty Hunters with this composition can take us to a map 5. The X factor I do think is the Zagara. A little bit the Samuro as well, but like Zagara getting to level 20 I think is going to be huge. Alright, the right side of the map is going to be Rip trying to continue, or excuse me, to shut down this best of 5 series and make it to the upper bracket final. Hideout playing your Stitches, Sven on the Samuro, Azurite will be your Orphea, Vac on the Ariel, and Blood will be your substitute for the team playing Zagara. Left side of the map will be the reverse sweepers, the Bounty Hunters. We've got Breeze on the Arthas. You're looking at a Hazuab's Gul'dan, Wubby on the Rexar, Rutzu playing your Stukov, Dino is going to be the Alarak, and of course Misha to be played by Misha.
Let the battle begin.
Deal 42 damage per second to nearby enemies and slow their movement speed by 10% per second, stacking up to 40%. Heroes hit also have their attack speed slowed 10% per second, stacking up. Well, I can't look at it. Oh, wait, he canceled it. Yeah, so it's the movement speed is everything. The attack speed is hero specific. That's what I was trying to figure out. We got it. Huge damage early game, and that's going to be first blood in favor of the Bounty Hunters as Azurite gets hit with a Howling Blast. It is going to be your Frost Presence level 1 for the Arthas. Couple reward marks. You have a 5 stack reward, a 10, and of course the 20 at full. Alarak's going to go into Extended Lightning, so we'll probably see the negatively charged. You're going to see as well the Lightning Barrage later on, which that Lightning Barrage damage is... Oh my god, I think I've taken like 800 damage during an ARAM one time from a Lightning Barrage. Like, it was just so ridiculous. Samuro will be picking up the Way of Illusion level 1. You've got the Ancestral Strength for the Orphea. Righteous Assault for the Ariel. You're looking at a Corpse Feeders Zagara, so we'll see the Bile Drop at level 7 typically. Patchwork Creation Stitches. Gul'dan will be going Pursuit of Flame, the negatively charged for the Alarak, as we talked about. We got Bird of Prey for your Rexar, and we'll see Reactive Ballista Spores on the Stukov. No low blow. Dragonite available in mid lane for the Bounty Hunters as bottom lane Siege Giants are pushed up by Hazuabs. Bounty Hunters rotating to mid, and I believe Alarak will be able to get this. Stukov is going to get in place to eat damage from the Roaches. Dragonite grabs sub 2 minutes here. Not the strongest in the world, but definitely decent value. 378 damage into structures. You got about 9,000 HP, little under. I didn't know that the Dragonite has mana. Honestly, I've never noticed that before, and it doesn't even use any of the mana for any of its abilities. I wonder why. There's got to be a programming aspect of that. Oh, Breeze in the mid lane does get taken down by Azurite and friends, so at least there'll be a pickup right there. Samuro with his 31st stack on that level 1, getting actually a few more here on the Dragonite, so might actually be able to finish out that level 1 quest on the Dragonite in top lane. Yeah, nicely done, Samuro Sven. Way of Illusion done, 2-minute 49, very early on that completion. And if you're wondering, after hitting 40 heroes, Samuro gains an additional 30 attack damage, but every time Mirror Image critically strikes a hero, Samuro gains 0.25 attack damage up to 10. So you basically get 40. 10 from the quest, and then, or like the steps in the quest, and then another 30 from completing it. We actually have Grizzled Fortitude for Misha. No Hunter-Gatherer for her. Level 7 slightly faster, and I was assuming it'd be Aspect of the Beast here. Good Alarak pressure onto Sven. It's 4 heroes, isn't it? 3 heroes. Can you finish Extended Lightning off of Samuro and his mirror images? Because they all count as heroic targets. Like, if they were all to, like, bundle up and you get a lightning, yeah, you could, oh. Makes sense why we see Alarak actually rotating to top lane here and there. Dino getting a little bit low, is looking to back off. Healing Pathogen spread to some allies. A hook goes out from Stitches. I think it just found the Misha. Azurite getting low on this Orphea. Gets a nice Shadow Wolf hit, a dash to the side, a little heal up as well. Alarak is done with that level 1 and gets 10 sadism back, but he reduced that sadism with the applied force level 7. You can, yes, and sure. Sure, I don't know why, but like, the sure is kind of like, sure you can, what, you know, whatever. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain read it that way. Wait, level 7 Stitches, hello? Second helping, what? Really? And you didn't go bite at level 1. Interesting. Devour gains 1 additional charge with a 6-second cooldown between uses. If Stitches is at max health after using Devour, he gains a shield equal to 15% of his maximum health for 10 seconds. Every death reduces the shield by 3. Actually, why wouldn't you go Globes at 1? Globes at 1 would give you a bigger health pool, which then you'd be getting second helping value out of. Interesting. Oh, Stitches steps up. He gets that bite. Decent amount of shielding over here. Let's see if we can check it. I don't see a shield number. Well, it's 15% of 4,300 currently. 15% of 4,300 if someone has the math on that. Alarak trying to step up into the Stitches. Because Patchwork Creation just gives you 3 armor and then regeneration effects are faster. Syndra Ghost in the bottom lane shuts down the structure here. Containment Strike. Level 1 gives extra healing maybe. But the level 7 is predicated off your base health pool. So wouldn't you want to have a higher base health pool? Or even go into... If you get a second charge of Devour, going for stacks at level 1 on the bite would also be beneficial too. Like Savor the Flavor. Enemy heroes hit with Devour increase Stitch's health regeneration by 1.5 and the damage of Vial Glass by 2% second 200 times. You also have Hungry for More as well. So I just feel like Hungry for More or Savor the Flavor would synergize better with Second Helping. 600-ish shielding. It's not a ton, but some Gul'dan damage mitigated. Ow. Yo, Covert. Thanks, bud. I think 7E works with anything. Oh, no, you're right. I'm just trying to, like, in my head, I'm like, what's the, like, how can you optimize it further? I guess is the way I should have phrased it. That's what I was just trying to figure out. Like, how can you further optimize it to make it even more efficient? The level 1 for sure. Like, Patchwork Creation works absolutely with this level 7. I'm sitting here trying to get higher numbers. That actually is something to consider, though. Like, Alexstrasza Stitches with the Globe level 1, and then you go this Second Helping level 7. I feel like you get, like, dumb amounts of shielding.
His strength was never yours to keep.
Alright, well, either way. Theory crafting to the side. We got Boars for the Rexar for our heroics. We also have the Counter-Strike Alarak, Horrify Gul'dan, Sindragosa on your Arthas, as well as the Massive Shove Stukov. On the right side, it will be your Illusion Master for the Samuro. You got the Eternal Feet for Orphea. Devouring Maw for Zagara. No Nidus Network bounty attempt right there, as well as a Gorge Stitches and Crystalagus on your Ariel. This is almost done with his level 1, by the way. He's also got the Shattered Armor 13. Howling Blast going out, looking for more stackage and potentially finding Sven. Wave in top lane is massive. Meanwhile, Zagara in the bottom is like, cool, I'm going to take down a fort over here then. Top lane, Ford is only taking a little bit of damage, and Stitches and Ariel are rotating up. Slam goes onto the wave. Ford getting a little bit low. The hook goes out, but unfortunately, the structure blocks Gul'dan being pulled out of position. Sinjagosa will be activated here. There's going to be the bottom lane fork going down. Zagara getting great siege. Gul'dan and Orpheus will be trading the top lane skirmish. There's going to be a gorge onto the Alarak. Arthas trait is active, or sorry, his Frozen Waste is active, smacking onto the Ariel. Sven Samuro pops his mirror images, but he gets taken down. Haiga will fall as well. And meanwhile, Zagara in bottom lane gets the fort, gets the keep front gate. Not a trade I think you want. Not a trade I think you want. Well, bottom fort sits at, I'm going to say it's a triple-digit number still. No, it's double digits, 78 HP.
There must always be a Dragon Knight. Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Arthas takes down the fort. 13's coming through on both sides. We will see Zagara going into Spell Shield. Fell armor for your Gul'dan. We've got the Blade of the High Lord for the Alarak. 122 sadism currently. Wubby with the channel on the objective, and this will be Dragonite over to the side of Bounty Hunters. Third Dragonite of the game overall, second one for Bounty Hunters. Stitches went fishing with that hook just below. Zagara getting kicked away. Dragonite opens things up. I do see Samuro in the left side for a potential flank onto the Alarak. Pops mirror images and backs away. 17 stacks, by the way, on that extended lightning level 4. Dragonite gets a Savage Charge onto Stitches. Mid fort still being worked on here. Actually looks like the enemy will back away. Sindragosa activated here. Boar's unleashed as well. Devouring Maw will come out onto the Alarak. We do have a Horrify from Gul'dan. Ariel kind of caught up against the structure. Self-cast Crystal Aegis. We do have a Gorge onto Gul'dan just below. The Ariel will fall to the Alarak, and Arthas is done with his level 1. And now, basically, Howling Blast roots enemies along the path. You have the range increase, and you have the cooldown reduction. You got the Shattered Armor at level 13 as well. Here's that Lightning Barrage for Dino. Lightning Barrage massive with this build. A hook finds Misha. It's 16 on both sides, and the big thing for Hazu Ups to mention is going to be that Rampant Hellfire at level 16. Damage increase from that is big. But, speaking of big, Corrosive Saliva from Zagara was nerfed by 0.25% from 1.75 to 1.5. But still, Zagara getting a little bit more sustainability with this. Oh, wait, not sustainability. Sorry, that's Hydralisk Transfusion level 13. This is just the percent-based damage. My bad. Arthas bottom camp, left side Siege Giants, left side Bruiser camp started by Hazu. Right side will be worked on by Haigo. This Arthas is so good. It's only Breeze, who used to be in the HGC and considered like one of the best tank players in the world. It's only Breeze. He is a very notable tank player. Like back in the day, like JPL Stitches.
Avenge my husband. Earn his power and destroy your enemies.
Okay. Oh, we're waiting on 20s. We do have your Pulverize for the Stitches at level 16 as well for that armor debuff and slow, which is massive. Thank God, Breeze opened up the Stark build calculator. I love the idea that Breeze is like, shit, what's Stark's build again? Stitches is going to get the Crystal Aegis after getting chunked, but he will be taken down in the end. Gorge activated, but that's going to be one. Was that his? That's his second helping stack loss, so he's 3 out of 5, right? I was like, wait a minute, is it 5 baseline or 4? It's 5. All right. Well, Dragonite looks promising. Wubby with the channel.
The fire comes for you.
Yeah, Kawurami. Windwalk creates a mirror image at Samuro's location that continues whatever he was doing. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I just always assumed Sakuchi at level 13. Go for it. All right, well, 20 is looming on the left side. Bottom lane, fort front gate is getting low. Sindragosa is available. Breeze waiting for probably Dragonite to expire and then maybe summon Sindragosa. No, they're going to wait for 20, go absolute 0. You do have the hasty bargain for the Alarak, the kill command. Sindragosa goes out. No root onto an enemy. A hook will be connecting onto Breeze. Pulled over between 2 keeps. He dead. But the bottom keep is going to go down. You trade Breeze, your Arthas, for a keep. I think that's okay. You're still at 20s. You do give some experience to the enemy. Flame Belch onto Azurite, who gets savagely kicked away. Dragonite does have the Rexar inside. He's got kill command available if he wants to unleash the board. Orify goes out from Gul'dan. Zagar's the first one to go down. Sven, Samuro's so very low, but Orphea gets picked off as well. The charge will land into that Ariel, and she gets taken down as well. A multitude of kills over to the side of Bounty Hunters, and they move in through bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, the reverse sweep is imminent. And it looks like we have got Bounty Hunters taking us to a map 5 in our first best of 5 of the day. You love to see it, everybody. I guess maybe if your channel points are on the line, you don't like to see it. But we get more Heroes of the Storm. Chat, we are on trajectory for a full day of games. Maximum games today can be 15. We'll end this map number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all going to come down to the next map. 40 heroes will be unavailable, plus the bans. So by the start of the draft, in our next map, we will have 44 of the 90 heroes of... Oh, what button did I press right there? Whoopsies. Bounty Hunters keeping it interesting. All right, let's see. Let's get some ads rolled out. If you are not subscribed and you have a Prime Gaming, please do consider utilizing it here so you can help us sustain full-time streaming, bring you casting, commentary, and all that good stuff in between, and help us hit our sub goals for more fun future streams and stuff like that. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and roll out that block, and I'll be back afterwards. Welcome in, everybody. Infernal Shrines will be map number 5. Yes, we are in a best of 5 series, and we're going to a map 5. And this is going to this is going to be the determining match. Who goes into the upper bracket final later today, and who drops down to the lower bracket and has to do a run on Tournament Life next weekend. We're going to find out. Rip did win the first 2 maps. And the brooms are out, the dustpans are in hand. Bounty Hunters have a possibility for a reverse sweep. Now, as a reminder, this is the Meta Madness style draft, so the 40 heroes that have been played in maps 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all unavailable from the pool of 90. Of course, we have the bans at the top of the screen. Those don't carry over, but literally they have been the exact same. Now, Chromie is the first ban. Lucio, Johanna have been consistently banned here on the left side by Bounty Hunters. Is this going to be a Medivh ban? First pick does go over the side of Bounty Hunters, meaning Rip opted in for map pick priority after losing the 4th map of Dragonshire. Rosie Jones is the dark horse to turn. Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you for getting what. I appreciate that, but I'll make a note of that to check out Season 18. All right. Imagine Haunted Mines was banned away actually by Hazu. Hazu banned away Haunted Mines. Diablo's gonna be banned, so that means Medivh is up if someone wants to consider it. You watch through all the seasons. Now Gannis first pick. Now Gannis has often been paired into Kel'Thuzad So we might see that. Kil'Thuzad works really well for this map. He is a bounty as well. I don't think either of these teams care about the bounties right now. They just want to make it into the upper bracket final. That's really the big thing.
It is time. Let the games begin.
Okay, so they're going to do Zul with Medivh. There's a possibility for a Nazebo as well. So you basically portal onto the target, Bone Prison. You also have Zombie Wall, and then you delete the target. We'll see if it works out. Did happen in CCL. Justing saw right through the miasma and was like, yep, this is a S-tier draft. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, dude, this is amazing. I was like, they don't have fatal damage. He's like, no, they have all the fatal damage. Wasn't expecting it. We'll see if it's going to be utilized here. Mal'Ganis, Anduin, Kael'thas. Now, Convection Kael'thas has already been done by bounty hunters, and you cannot repeat the same bounty for like an extra ticket, so I doubt it's going to be Convection Kael'thas. We get into the mid-ban phase. Genji is still up and available, so Genji could be a ban with the Anduin if the members of RIP remember that Genji's available, or there's a possibility that RIP want to take the Genji for themselves. Pat, I watched half of an episode of the NA one and I turned it off. When season 19 was over, like, one of my friends has the NA one on their Plex. So I was like, oh, I'll check it out. And I got halfway through the episode. I'm like, I hate this. I'm done. I didn't even make it through the full episode, man. Nazebo will be banned away. Yep, there it is. They see through the fog as well. They know what's coming. So what do they want to do with the Zul Medivh? Uther was already played, so you can't do that. Healer pool is getting a little bit thin. Lieutenant Morales is up. Anduin obviously grabbed on the left side. Karazim's still up too. You could go punchies.
I'm about to bust.
What's up, Last? How you doing? The NA Taskmaster was, as I said, I got through half an episode and I'm like, this is just, I'm good, I'm done. Tychus Malthael with the Medivh Zul. Okay. Last pick on the right side. We'll see what that's going to be. Next two picks, or last two picks, to the left side here. They have the Kael'thas Anduin. They need a solo laner, and they need, I feel like, some sustained damage here. Maybe a Cassia for a blind.
The wait is over.
I like that Cassia pickup into the Tychus Malthael Zul. Excuse me, sorry. Malthael, I assume, is in the solo lane. Zul, Medivh, Tychus for the rotation. They need a healer, obviously. Is it Karazim? Are they just going to go aggression? Are they going to look at like a Morales for a stim onto Tychus? Okay, we got some Giggle Beam. We've got Subjugation with Shared Punishment at 13-16, which is a nice bounce. I feel like the RIP draft is lacking, and I think Bounty Hunters have this personally, but we'll see how it all unfolds. Hazu actually played a... Hazu and Rutsu have been swapping back and forth. Earlier today, Rutsu had the game, or I guess the series shifting Maiev game on Towers of Doom. On the third map was Towers of Doom, and Hazu was playing Deckard, and Rutsu was on the Maiev. So it looks like there's a couple heroes that Rutsu's like, hey, I'm really good at this, and Hazu's like, all right, I can heal instead. So I really like that flex from Hazu Obs, but let's see what we got going on. It's a map number 5 in our first best of 5. We still have 2 more best of 5s coming up. With Blood on the Tychus substituting for Krankle. You got a Haigao, Zul, Sven with your Malthael. Vac will be playing the White Mane, and Azerite Medivh. Left side of the map is going to be the potential reverse sweepers with Bounty Hunters. Hazuob's Anduin, Dino Cassia, Breeze will be your Mal'Ganis. Rutsu is playing that Kael'thas and Wubby on the Zeratul. Zeratul about to eat? What? burger, tacos. Charge strikes for the Cassia. We'll see your greater cleave on Tyke, or on, sorry. Onto Zeratul. Tychus gets dove on by Mal'Ganis immediately. Breeze getting a little bit low here. Zool damage is pretty decent. Can they take down the big bad? Mal'Ganis, absolutely. Flame Strike goes out. Force of Will. And that'll be that. All right, So Kael'thas is going to pick up Mana Addict level 1. We got the Charge Strikes. I believe this is time to feed. No, this Vampiric Aura. Another portal set up by Medivh. Greater Cleave for the Zeratul, as I mentioned, and the Even-Handed Blessing. Mouthy will be going Fear the Reaper for more movement speed buff, but also being able to move through enemies. You've got the Pity the Frail for Whitemane. Quarterback on your Tychus. Portal Mastery for Medivh. And Backlash Zool. Let's go! We got a Backlash Zool. That's what we want to see. Whitemane cheeks? You mean thighs? Sally Thigh-Mane. Mortar Punisher is going to be in the top lane. What's up, Abby? Good to see you, bud. Thanks for coming on by. We had some bandit teeth cleaning. We still got to do the bandit pets as well, but we're going to do that after the game while we're waiting for our next series to get underway. As Anduin will fall in the bottom lane. The gravity lapse from Kael'thas lands into Whitemane, but that'll be that. Vampiric Aura. Mal'Ganis heals for 30% of the physical damage dealt, and nearby ally heroes heal for 50% of the physical damage dealt. Yep. So bottom camp is being worked on, Azerite with 8 baseline stacks. That Mortar Punisher in the top lane coming up soon. Malfield grabs a quick wave. We got Zeratul with Vorpal Blade. That's not right. Rending Cleave. Mal'Ganis, let's continue to see. We got Might of Sargeras, I believe is the pronunciation. And Necrotic Embrace armor is increased 250. Got your Nether Wind for Kael'thas. Piercing Light for the Anduin. Master Assassin on Tychus. Zool looks like he's going to go Reaper's Toll. So I'm assuming it's Spectral Scythe build for our Zool bud. He doesn't want to feed. What does Whitemane cheeks mean? Oh, but it's a butt joke. Like cheeks, like butt cheeks. Cassia fends in. Malfield throws down the Shroud, gets a mark onto a few, jumps in. Medivh, more stackage as well. Pressure onto Dino. Mal'Ganis Fellclaw's coming out. Force of Will lands onto Sven. No Chastise connecting either. Looks like waves will be cleared away here. Fallen Shaman are cleared out from the right side. Actually, no, both Fallen Shamans are still there. Right side just a little bit lower from Rip as our Twitch gamble closes out. Objective phasing 5 to 1, favoring Bounty Hunters. Bazabuck, I'm a person guy. I like people. I like people with 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, 2 ears. Actually, that's not fair. Anyways, Medivh is going to get hit with a living bomb. We do have Zeratul still soaking bottom lane. 23 of 40 skeletal defenders do go over the side of Rip. Mal'Ganis with a Night Rush in. Zool is going to take the Wall of Bones level 7. Let's go. Look at this Wall of Bones level 7. You'll love to see it. Gravity Lapse, Force of Will applied to Medivh. He will be fine for the time being. And 2 butt cheeks. Well, I was like 2 arms, 2 legs. I was like, well, that's not fair. I mean, you know. Anyways, let's move on here as we have our Punisher pushing into the top lane. Fort Front Gate is being worked on by Tychus and crew. The Punisher on the main structure, taking it down to around 50% as the Punisher tries to get one more jump, but it won't connect onto Mal'Ganis. We do have your Zeratul still soaking. Still pulling in that experience, but it is going to be looking like experience lead to the right side with the 2 kills on the side of Rip. Take a look at the experience breakdown here in a moment. Who scales harder? Zeratul becomes a monster at 20. But, like, Zool has, if we're assuming it's going to be Spectral Scythe at 13, 16, 20, Zool becomes a really good anti-healer and stuff like that as well. Whitemane has Subjugation and Shared Punishment at 13, 16, which I'm assuming as well, which is going to be a great damage debuff. Holy Word Salvation for the Heroic of Anduin? There's not a lot of interrupts, though. Grenade from Tychus. Is that it? Grenade from Tychus is the only interrupt. I'm pretty sure. Because Leyline Seal would just stop it, and then it would continue again. Bone Prison's just a root. Interesting. Carrion Swarm activated by the Mal'Ganis. Apparently, if you use that inside the Void Prison, it doesn't stop you. Holy Word Salvation. Grenade interrupts it, I believe. Interesting. Very interesting pickup. So Holy Word Salvation, you got your Void Prison, your Carrion Swarm, as well as Valkyrie, Cassia, and the Phoenix or Kael'thas. On the opposing side, Last Rites, you've got the Scarlet Aegis. So no Divine Reckoning. Divine Reckoning level 20 upgrade would have that pull, so you could have another upgrade interrupt on Holy Word Salvation. But yeah, that's actually kind of brilliant. That's actually brilliant from Hazu to take the Holy Word Salvation here. Glory to the, not Glory to the Alliance, but Banner of Stormwind. That's not right either. What is the level 20 upgrade? I'm blanking on the name. Light of Stormwind. Light of Stormwind is actually really good at level 22, so interesting. Very interesting pickup from Hazu. And Tychus has no interrupt in Odin. Yeah, exactly. That. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So technically, depending on the situation, there's no interrupt on your Holy Word Salvation. It just depends on when Hazu uses it. Medivh's going to portal in. Does pick up his last stack. Zeratul will be taken down. Leyline Seal goes out. Skeleton Mages. Hazu trying to back away. Holy Word Salvation denies the Last Rites, but Hazu still gets taken down. Does the pull interrupt from Whitemane? The level 20 upgrade? Yes, it would, because it's a displacement. Nice Medivh pull from the Valkyrie right there. Yeah, the Whitemane level 20 upgrade on Divine Reckoning, which I'm blanking on the Divine Reckoning upgrade name. She did not take it, that she took Scarlet Aegis. Oh, she's actually going Lashing Out. Wait, isn't there a Lashing Out stun at level 16? So that could be the pickup here. So you have another interrupt on Holy Word Salvation. Void Prison onto the Whitemane, and Tychus does get run down. Whitemane's probably dead. It roots them for 1.5, so no, it wouldn't interrupt, because that's just a root. So no. Never mind. I lied. Tychus is gonna go Neosteel Coating. You've got that Echoes of Death. Apologies. Looks like Zeratul did get portaled on and will be taken down by Medivh and Zool. Zool runs to top lane. They know they're not getting the objective, so Zool's like, I'm just gonna go hard push. Cassia does come up here, answers the siege. We do have the Frozen Punisher picked up by the side of Bounty Hunters. Jumps onto Malthael, using the level 13 Inevitable End. Alright, so Punisher already down to 70%. Looks like Zool's getting run out in top lane. Kael'thas is on his way up here as well. Throws the Bone Prison. Okay, throws the Bone Prison down. Gravity Lapse, Living Bomb. I don't even think I saw the Gravity Lapse. Either way, nicely done for Mutsu, is able to take down Zool. Punisher does not take down the fort, but they manage to get the kill in top lane. Enchant boots Lion speed for the Anduin, level 13. Typically going to see Lift of Faith level 16 as well, and then we'll see that Light of Stormwind 20 upgrade. Leyline Seal into 3. Kael'thas getting dove on. Holy Word Salvation does get activated with no grenade to interrupt that. Hazu, I bet, is very much watching when the grenades are coming out and just sitting there and just cooldown counting it. Like, all right, cool, I got my window. Singularity Spike misses. Wubby blinks away. Mid lane wave gets some damage onto the fort. Next Punisher will be in the mid lane, and it will be Arcane. 16 talent here should be picked up by both sides as well. And it is going to be Zul going to that Echoes of Death, as I mentioned, so we'll probably see the Skeletal Scythe at 16 as well. There's going to be that Harsh Discipline for Whitemane. Malthea going into Mortality. You've got the Titan Grenade for Tychus as well, which gives a cooldown of 1 second for each enemy hero hit. Baseline cool... Oh, Night Rush on a Malthea here. Seems like he'll be fine. Grenade is a 10-second cooldown baseline, by the way, if you're wondering. Carrion Swarm does get activated. Do have the Ignite for Kael'thas at level 16. Zeratul going into Void Slash. Mal'Ganis with Blind as a bat. You've got your Cassia with the Martial Law. As well as the Decrepify for Zul. Which is also really, really nice. Heroes that are damaged by Spectral Scythe or Skeletal Warriors are slowed by 30% for 2.5 seconds. Malthea on the point. He jumps out to try and take down Kael'thas. Nobody gets the camp in time. Valkyrie pulls the Whitemane out of position. Last Rites into Breeze will take them down. That's the first stack of Last Rites as well. Whitemane with a little Giggle Beam onto Dino. Meanwhile, Zeratul dips, dives, and dodges out. Not to be taken down. Odin will be summoned here. Mid lane objective not announced yet, but getting very close to the summoning. See Odin take down Fort. They'll back away. Maybe even push. Actually, they could probably push up a little bit onto the keep front gate. No Mal'Ganis for 13 still. Nope. They're going to back away and grab Impaler Camp. Malthea working on a top lane Fallen Shaman. There's the announcement of that Punisher as we mentioned. And Zul goes to bottom lane for a quick clear onto the wave. Alright. Steve is setting up portals. Mal'Ganis is going to see that. Zeratul leaves the camp. Seems like camp is going to be picked up. Nope, they're going to leash it as well. Prioritizing the objective. Big Curse Strike damage. 10 of the 40 already picked up. Zeratul jumps in, but that's going to be a nice root onto Wubby from the Whitemane. Phoenix thrown in. Zul pops his Backlash level 1, does have that Wall of Bones level 7. Scythes are going to be returning to Zul. Grenade goes out from Tychus. Looks like we're going to see a little bit of some well tapping here, and they're going to re-engage. 25 of the 40 Skeletal Defenders on the right side. Malthea throws in the Shroud. Night Rush from Mal'Ganis as well. Flame Strike will go out. Living Bomb. Leyline Seal on the left-hand side. Living Bomb spreads to a few, but the Last Rites will take down Mal'Ganis. The Void Prison activates afterwards. Stalling out. The inevitable objective to the side of Rip. Bounty Hunters. Zul actually getting low here. Gets pulled. The Valkyrie is great. Unfortunately, Scarlet Aegis will not save the Zul, so they do trade tank for tank. Mal'Ganis for Zul, and this Punisher looks like it's going to work on the mid lane keep. Keep in top lane is so low. The archers almost take it down. Malthea pushes up with Punisher. Tychus heading to bottom lane looking for the fort. We were talking about this yesterday. Temporal Flux. Basic attacks reduce Medivh's heroic ability cooldown by 3%. Each enemy hero hit by Arcane Rift reduces Medivh's heroic ability by 9%. So insane. So bottom fort has gone down. Quarter level, maybe a little bit more for Rip to get to level 20. And Last Rites with 2 stacks, so that's 10 seconds off of the 70-second cooldown. Next Punisher hasn't been previewed on the map yet. It's going to be available at 17, 18 minutes, somewhere in there. 31 regeneration globes for your Kael'thas, 1 stack of piercing light for the Anduin, but the 20s I think there's enough time for bounty hunters to get their 20 as well. Can we guess how much HP is left on this keep? I'm going to say this is triple-digit number, and it's going to be around 400-something. 393! 393. I was very close. 20 talent on the right side. We've got your Scarlet Crusade, your big red button, Leyline Seal upgrade with Medivh cheats. We also have the Mortal Wound level 20, as I mentioned, for the Zool. And Malthael. What is he going to be going into at level 20? Is he going to go for the buyback? Is he going to go permanent Shroud on the ground? Or I guess more Shroud duration on the ground? One day. A couple weeks ago, or maybe a month or so ago, I did get it right within, like, the ballpark. Like, I think there was a keep or a fort that had, like, 100-something, and that's what I said, and it was that. I was very proud of that moment. Big red button. They're going to open things up in mid. The Punisher, Mortar, and bottom lane will be announced soon. The 20 on the left side does come through. We do have that Light of the Storm Wind, Shadow Mending for Zeratul, Seeker Swarm, Titan's Revenge, and the Flamethrower for Kael'thas. As Big Red Button continues to poke, the Impaler Camp pushing up in mid lane. 5 to 7 in kills. Scythes from Zool are thrown in, and keep in mind, all forts still available on the side of Rip. So that's consistent catapult pressure with nothing matching in top. Periodic in mid and bottom. And once again, nothing matching, so all lanes will push top wave faster. Did anyone clip it? I don't think so. Unfortunately, I don't think so. Okay. Medivh floating above, providing visions for the providing vision for the allies around. Catapulted mid lane cleared away. Border Punisher started by Wubby. All right, let's pull away the talents and see what we got going on here. Skeletal Defenders rapidly rising. It is going to be that final curtain, by the way, for the Malthael, so that Shroud goes on the ground a little bit longer. Phoenix thrown in for Kael'thas. Stealing away Skeletal Defenders. Scythes are thrown in from Zool. Azerite looking for an angle with that Leyline Seal. Big red button. Odin has been summoned. Fallen Shaman pushing things up in top. The root lands onto Rutsu. Valkyrie tries to pull Medivh out of position, but he's able to jump into the portal and get away. Breeze with a Night Rush in. Mal'Ganis Carrion Swarm will be activated. Keep in mind the Seeker Swarm level 20. Leyline Seal from Medivh will be thrown out. We do have Fallen Shaman with catapults arriving at the core. Skeleton Mage on the left side. Mal'Ganis blind as a bat. They take down the Malthael. Breeze jumping in, getting so much value. Azerite will fall. Zool goes down as well. White Mane is going to get picked off, and it will be Holy Word Salvation with the cooldown at 17 seconds. But Bounty Hunters will take Rip to the everyone's favorite Northern European country, Finland! Now, there is catapults fixated on the core. They will chunk, but Zeratul was able to Hearth in time, clears things out. One less deluge of damage goes in. Oh, the catapult could have gotten one less percent there. 68% remains. Blind as a bat from Breeze. And I think the members of Bounty Hunters, ladies and gentlemen, have got the reverse sweep. The reverse sweep is confirmed. And Bounty Hunters, we will see them later on today in the best of 5 upper bracket final. Rip with a tragic end to this best of 5 will be dropped down to the lower bracket. We'll see them next weekend. But that was such a good series from Bounty Hunters, winning it back in map 5 when it all matters. GG. Oh my god, I didn't even realize it. 17 hours ago, we hit our follower goal. 17 hours ago, apparently I got a random follow. Joe Umbra was literally number 8,000. Here comes Robin Williams, everybody.
Mycroft.